Hello, everyone. Welcome to Azure Light Tarot. I'm not quite sure if this is really going because my clock says 000. First off, I want to start off by, for a lot of you, this Leo new moon energy that is coming in is going to be an energy that is going to help you basically find a new start, a new beginning to life. The Leo energy is very strong, willpower. It's about pushing forward no matter what and being strong and really listening to your intuition. The Leo's color is yellow, so it's all about the solar plexus, it's health, our diets. Could be changing your diet with this new moon. It could be influencing your health a lot, and the Leo is a leader. They're the pride. So you could be starting to take action as the leader in your life. You're starting to take action as the person in charge of your pride, you know. And I don't mean like actual the emotion or the characteristic pride. I mean like your family, your friends. That is your pride, you know. In another sense of the word pride, though, I see 111 on the clock. You could be a very prideful person, and that could be what you're reflecting on with this full moon is that prideful energy or that egotistic energy that comes with a Leo, with that Leo energy. But as this is Leo moon energy, I feel like this closely relates more to the heart, more to emotional fulfillment, um, um, being prideful in your emotional connections and being strong in them, allowing yourself to really see them as something that you can move forward as long as you step into that role where you start to take charge. The Leo full moon is going to give you opportunities where you can influence your life through career, love, health, prosperity. All these things are going to change with the Leo new moon as long as you allow this energy to come in. And so now, before I hop into the cards, I am going to say that I have 3 different energy messages that want to channel through me during this time frame. So honestly, this might be one of those live videos where you go back and watch them and see which one actually resonates with you and where you are at in life. I gotta fix my blanket here real quick because it's all wrinkly. But I also have a series of questions over here that I'm going to be using. I may not use all of them, but they are my guide to the energies that I'm looking for you guys. And I believe that's all. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the cards, the decks that I'm called to for this first reading, which is this is the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. This is the Black Moon Astrology cards. And then we have here, this is the Circle of Life Tarot. And for all 3 readings, I will be using this Rider White Tarot deck right here. And this will be for my clarification and further messages that I feel need to be channeled. And I do have one more deck on call for this first reading. But that's only if I feel necessary to use that. We'll go ahead and get right into the Oracle energies. We're going to, I believe, save this one for last. We'll do the Queen of Oracle messages first. And these are the moon phases. This is the effects of the full moons. This deck, I feel, can really guide us through this full moon energy. I will let you know that there are a couple of decks up here that I am new to. I've just started using them. I'm not quite familiar with them. So if I stumble over my messages, it's only because I'm still familiarizing myself with these decks. But I felt really drawn to them for this full moon energy. So I'm going to use them as I have been doing tarot and oracle cards for a year and a half now. And I know that's not as long as most people, but I like to think that I'm pretty versed in my trade. And I don't stop. I don't hesitate to put myself fully into the images of the cards. All right. So, anyways, let's see. I'm gonna use this card for the energy that the full moon is bringing in for you. So let's see what energies is the full moon bringing in for you. What energies is the full moon bringing in for you? Okay, I feel guided to take this one card that dropped here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that one there. Okay, once again, at the beginning of this, I am going to say that I do not read reversals. If I do, that means the message literally is like screaming at me that this card is a reverse card and you need to keep it like this. That's the only time that I read reversals. Also, if it doesn't resonate, don't force it to resonate, as when we move through life and we force things, it causes friction and it causes things to get more chaotic. So try not to force these messages and take what applies, even if it's just a sentence that you hear, you know? So let's see what this full moon is bringing in you for you. What is this Leo full moon bringing in for this first few messages? Okay, so interesting energy. This is actually really cool. So I have here waning gibbous to pleasure. So we have something closely related to this woman on this card. She has her arms, she has them held out back behind her. They're out straight. And it looks like there's this cosmic boom happening right there in her chest. Let's see. Can you see that card like that? I believe you can see it like that. That looks pretty good. But anyway, she has her arms back here, you see, and she has this explosion coming out of her chest, right? This, I feel, is almost like a burst of your energy. It's a burst of you coming back to yourself, finding pleasure in the simple things in life. We have a 1-8 here, so this is a 9. This card, I feel like, in a way, it's an ending to something, but at the same time, it's the beginning of something new. Something that I feel like has a lot of passion behind it as well as pleasure. Um, Kind of doesn't go without the other. Okay, let's see. So the card that came out with this is the masculine, the lunar god card, and this energy here. Um, the first thing that came to my mind was union. So if you're somebody who's looking for union or looking for messages about your divine counterpart, your divine relationship, whether it's a soulmate, twin flame, however you label it, but I'm going to tell you guys right here, I don't label it twin flame anymore because I used to identify with the twin flame term, but it started to become really mainstream and everybody became a twin flame. So I don't use that anymore because now everybody's a twin flame. And not everybody is a twin flame. There's literally only a handful of people out of the 7 billion people on this planet that are actually twin flames. And when I say a handful, I mean literally less than 100,000 people are twin flames, if around that. And if that's just that. So if you identify as a twin flame, you identify as a twin flame. That's what you call your relationship. But not every relationship is a twin flame. And if that hurts your feelings, well, sucks. Sorry. I'm going to be straight up because you can't identify with a term that means so much. And the journey isn't actually as lovely as people make it out to be. It is a journey that it breaks you to make you. And the only way you can get through that journey is if you commit fully to not only yourself, but to that purpose that you came here. And that's what a twin flame journey is you have a purpose here and you don't stop until you've achieved it. So remember that whenever you start to use that twin flame term. And okay, so moving on. I feel like there's this energy here where, yes, I have this union energy, but at the same time, I feel like you're holding on to it. And this full moon energy is asking you to really let go of it, you know? Don't hold on so tight. You notice here on this card, he has these two staffs with the moon phases in between them. So this god is showing this transformation, how time lapses and it changes. And both of these, oh no, this is a waning gibbous, but it almost looks like a full moon. So a waning moon is a moon that's gradually getting slower. I mean, smaller. Yes, it's getting slower, guys. I'm getting slower. Okay, anyways, moving on. Okay, so this moon is gradually getting smaller, and over here I notice that there are butterflies around it. So after this full moon, what this full moon energy is really going to bring in for you is this ability to transform the way that you look at the situation that you're in here, where you're hoping for this union and you're just like, you're so open to it and you're welcome to it, but you don't realize that that's what's blocking your blessings from coming in. Is you're so focused on this masculine here that you're not focusing on your pleasure. You're not focusing on what you need in your life. You're not giving yourself love. You need some self-love in your life. I got 10, 11 on the clock. So you need some self-love. So take that self-love, just rub yourself up in the self-love. Okay, don't. Oh my God. Okay. I feel like Felicity from the Arrow right now. I'm so chaos. Okay. Anyways, basically find this full moon energy is going to bring you this possibility to really delve into life and search for the things that really allow you to step away from this focus that you have here, because I know where this energy comes from. This comes from a place of just knowing that whenever you're here at this union, it's going to be peaceful. But what I've learned the most about being on this spiritual journey is that we cannot have peace if we are not a peaceful person. So if you go into your spiritual journey and you're longing for this masculine, but you're being obnoxious, you're being like rude through your telepathic communication, and you're just bumping heads, you're not being peaceful. You're not allowing the situation to be peaceful or grow or expand. You want that peace, but if you can't find peace with the situation and find peace that you guys aren't in union, then you're not going to be able to get to that peaceful union, because you can't find peace without that union. And that's one thing that's really hard on this journey, is that you have to be able to find that peace on your own. If you can't have peace on your own, it's just the same as not being a peaceful person. You're not able to have that peace with somebody else. And so this full moon is really allowing you to pull in peace and confidence and really focus on that self-love and that inner pleasure, that those things that help you transform into that butterfly you're meant to be. The waning moon, as it grows smaller, it transforms into a new moon, and new moons are a time of pure reflection. You're focusing on the things that went wrong. You're in the void, you're in the shadow side of yourself. So you're focusing more on those things that you need to rid yourself of. And so for this to be a waning gibbous, this is kind of showing that you need to reflect on these things that bring you pleasure. You need to slowly start to go into that phase of transformation where you start to be more in your energy, more connected to what you like to do, more connected to your purpose. We also have the number 6 here. So I do see you moving forward and growing from the situation. It's really teaching you a lot about how to move forward. The number 6 to me is an energy of moving forward, achieving success. So I feel like this full moon will really allow this energy to wash over you nicely. Just hold you and allow you to find that peace. Let's go into our tarot, and we're going to go ahead for the first row. We're going to see what energies you need to let go of with this full moon in Leo. What energies do you need to let go of in this full moon energy? What energies do you need to let go of? Ooh, I got a better question. What energies do you need to let go of to move forward? What energies will this Leo new moon help them let go of to move forward? All right, let's see what this Leo new moon has for you. We immediately got 3 cards. I feel like I should put this one back, so I'm going to put it back. Let's get one more card, please, Spirit. Oh, 2 more cards, please. That one. One more card, please, Spirit. One more card, please. And there we go. All right, so let's see what you need to let go of with this Leo full moon energy. Okay, so there's a cycle here that's definitely ending. I feel like it was a situation where this masculine energy here, um, oof. Okay, so, oof. Okay, interesting. So, oh wow, look at that. We have the strength card right there on the bottom of that shuffle. So this Leo new moon is really going to bring you the strength that you need to close out a cycle that's been closed out for a while. I feel like it's been held onto for a really long time. And it's just kind of been shoved in the closet here. You see it's being shoved in the closet. And you kind of push it down because you really saw this as something abundant here with this Nine of Pentacles, and you kept moving forward with it because you know there is something here that is going to grow. Um, but that first message about that masculine energy that I felt was that there's a toxic masculine energy here that's very domineering and kind of forceful. And I feel like this is kind of your energy. You're this beautiful person with all these animals around you, and everybody loves you, and they see you for this beautiful creature that you truly are, and you're bare. You can just be you. This is who you are. You're yourself without any filter. I mean, that's usually who the person at the end of the major arcana is. They start as the fool. They don't know who they are. They don't know where they're going. They have like 5 things in their bag, and then they get to the end, they get to the world card, and they are the true epitome of themselves. They are this person who went through lessons. They became the magician, they became the hierophant. They learned how to be gentle with the empress energy. They learned how to be intuitive with that high priestess energy. They learned strength, and they learned how to go within. The whole major arcana, that creates you as a person. You basically go through this phase of becoming each zodiac sign, where you develop this sense of adventure like a Sagittarian, and you become a boss like a Aries. You become more work diligent like a Capricorn. And this has taught you what aspects of that really make you who you are. And it's kind of brought you to this really beautiful person who's very independent. You're creative. You're not afraid to express. You're very open to expressing. But there's this energy here once again where you're just shoving all your demons in the closet. You need to let go of that. These demons came from this cycle that you went through, from these lessons that you had to learn, from this major arcana trip that you went through. Kind of like a psychedelic trip. You wake up the next day and you're like, oh my god, my life is a mess, and now I need to fix everything because, I mean, fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there because I'll go too far. Anyways, I feel like this cycle here, you've learned what you need to from it. You've re-identified with yourself and your independence. You've got this sense of creativity back, and now it's time to make a decision. Now it's time to decide, are you going to let this cycle that is literally you just shoving demons in the closet, are you going to allow it to continue? Or are you going to take this opportunity to walk away and continue to be this independent, beautiful person who is, I feel, spiritual? You move forward with, I feel like there's a little hesitation because of course it's nerve-wracking moving forward and accepting change, but at the same time you're excited. You have this excited energy just behind that hesitation that's actually fueling yourself to move forward. It's stopping that hesitation from stepping back. And you know when to stop. You know when to move forward. You know where you want to go. And I feel like this energy has put you at a standstill because you're kind of, instead of pulling these demons out and facing them, you're now shoving them down, and you're not continuing to learn and expand yourself. And now you need to make the choice with this new moon, this full moon. I keep saying new moon, apologies. With this full moon energy, it is now time for you to make a decision. about where you want to go with this. You just need to let go of this energy where you feel like you have to really hide this. Interesting. Let go of this idea. I'm sorry, that just like kind of came out of me like really rambunctious, but like it just I literally saw this like you notice there's this man pushing this creature in here. This creature is tied to these pinnacles up here. I just want to point that out. I don't know why I should be pointing that out, but I feel like I should say that. I can't clarify it, but I just felt like that needed to be pointed out to you guys. But I noticed this monster here, and then this Knight of Pentacles. She has these kind of scales on her back here. You see? And I feel like you're shoving this away because you're almost afraid to become these monsters. Well, let me tell you right now, you are not a monster. You're sitting next to these animals and they give no flying fucks, dude. They don't fucking care that you're sitting next to them. I'm sorry I'm using such intense language, but like I'm feeling intensely about this. If you are ever in a position where you are afraid that you're going to become the bad guy, just don't become the bad guy. You are aware that you are starting to become that way, so stop yourself. It's that simple. Your life is your choice. If you're going down a path that you do not like, nobody is pushing you down that path. You're pushing yourself down that path. So allow yourself to make the decision to not go down that path, as this is your life. These are your choices. You went through this spiritual awakening and growth, and you're just going to shove it all back into the closet because you're afraid that now that you've done all this work, you're just going to go back. You're just going to go back to that person you were before you went through this development. Let me tell you, if somebody came in and disrupted your energy and they made you feel like your way of looking at the world was either too pure or too forthcoming or too blunt, they are not ready for your perspective of the world. They're not ready for the growth that you've experienced. They're not open to transforming their awareness and their output of the world. They are willing to sit there and not change and expand just as the same as everybody else is. Because in some ways, they're afraid to do what you did. And so now they're here to kind of beat you down because they can't do what you did. And it makes them feel insecure and unconfident about themselves. So they're like, pitter patter. I'm going to come and rain on your fucking parade. Don't let them rain on your fucking parade just because they can't do what you did. Let go of that energy. Because, like, that shit just hurt my chest. I gotta take a minute. Like, I want to keep going, but I need to take a minute because that hurt my chest. Like, you feel oppressed and, like, you can't truly be this individual. And, like, that to me is really crazy. Because, like, if you notice here, this woman is full and beautiful and she has life. And then you go over and her hair's chopped off and she's got these wings. And instead of having them out to fly, she has them down against her back. And she looks scrawnier and she looks like she's kind of not really working on this creative project. She looks like she's kind of huddling against it. And I feel like it's like you were here and now you're here because this person oppressed you, but you see this person as such an enlightenment to your life. Like they came in and they honestly changed it for you and they made it better for you in ways. And you want this to work, but at the same time you keep shoving these things in the closet. So it can't work if you're not gonna let all the truth out. So you gotta let go of this energy where this really can't happen because of the way you were in the past or the way you're afraid you're going to become. Let me tell you, you cannot become something you do not want to be. And if you do, it's because you thought about it so much that you became it. I was literally 4 months ago, I was seeing narcissistic posts, like not like from narcissists, but I was reading up on narcissism, empaths and stuff like that. And I kept reading these posts about narcissists and what they're like, and I started getting insecure because some of those things I was a bit of a narcissist in some cases, but then I really observed it and I was like, no, you're not a narcissist. You believe in people, you have faith, you love people, you do things where you're in a state of lack while the other people are in a state of gain. And it's like I realized that the more that I read these and the more that I think that I'm a narcissist, the more that I'm going to become a narcissist. And from that point forward, I stopped. I took all of those posts off of my feed because I didn't want to feel that way anymore. I didn't want to feel like I could go into somebody's life and take advantage of them, you know? I didn't want to be that person. So I stopped myself from becoming that person. And now it's your turn to stop yourself from becoming that person because you can. It's within your power. You went through the entire major arcana, honey. You had the power to make these decisions. So make these decisions not for everybody else, but for yourself because you deserve that. Okay, I'm done preaching for a second. I'm gonna just breathe and go into these cards. Let's see, what question do I want to ask next? So we got, what do you need to let go of? And okay, so I have these two questions here, and it's what needs to be faced head on, and what area of your life needs focus. So these questions I'm going to put together because they are literally asking the same thing. They're just worded differently. So we're going to go ahead and see what area of your life needs focus. Let's see what area of your life needs focus. And I want you to know that these cards, like, clear and straight, gave me this answer as soon as I asked. So I don't feel like I should clarify this first row. But if you feel like there's anything here that you need clarification for, please let me know and I will go ahead and do some clarification. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into this next question. What area of your life needs focus? I think that's one thing I really enjoy about live readings is that I can really interact with you guys, and I can ask you guys if you need clarity on my messages rather than just continuing and it not necessarily making sense to you, but like you get the gist of the message, you know. But sometimes I watch readings and like I get it, but it's very vague, and I'm like trying to make sense of it, and I need just a little bit more clarification. So of course I just go to my cards myself and get some more clarification. But in this instance, I'm live, so I can do that. I can give you guys the clarification if you need it. But what area of your life needs focus? The right side of my nose itched when those three cards came out. So I don't know how I feel about that. That makes me uncomfortable. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to put these bottom two cards back because that energy, usually when like the right side of my nose itches, there's a negative energy around me. And it's not like the cards are negative. It's like there's like literally a negative like spirit around me or something like that that's trying to influence my reading. And so I did sage and Palo Santo before I did this reading. My area is clean. My cards are clean of all past energies. Okay. That happened. Okay. But anyways. What are you? What? Okay. Thank you. Finances? Matters of the heart and mind? Okay. Yeah. So I see here the first thing that came out to me. Let's see what's on the bottom. We have the Ace of Swords. And I see this pregnant woman. This is the first thing that I noticed when I looked at this card. And usually it's this beetle or this sword right here. But I first saw this lady right here. So family. Not necessarily a pregnant lady, but family in general. That's what women bear. They bear families to people, right? So this is a focus on your family. I'm really feeling fall energy. I know it's because there's like a pumpkin here, but like she's got this auburn hair. This is like a cicada. I know it's not a cicada. Ooh, it's like a fairy lady. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it's like a cicada with a fairy on it, you know? But it's like a fairy cicada? Okay. Let me get back to my point. Okay, anyways. We have these, you see how it's green and it goes to this red. Let me see if this is blurry. Yeah, it was blurry. Okay, we have this green going to this red, right? That's how leaves change. So this is fall time. I'm really getting this fall energy. We have it here too in these colors right here. Fall energy. So maybe somebody has a birthday in fall. So like September, October, November. let's see. This can go there. I'm seeing that the main focus of your life is in your mental state of mind. We have the Six of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So once again, this Leo energy is really going to allow you to move away from this situation up here that's been toxic. And it's caused you so much strife that I don't know, you don't really know what you want to do. Like, you know, you need to move forward. You have your wings ready. You have your sheep, so I mean, you got some wool so you can make some clothes. You got the sheep so you have food. You know, you're prepared. Okay, that's probably not what the sheep means, but that's what oh my god, but that's how it came to me. But I'm seeing what really needs focus in your life is the way that you make choices based around other people. Because, okay, actually, there's two different here. There's two different things here. Because I'm seeing choices relating to the mentality that you have. With these swords just really calling to me of being in this space where you're kind of just being tugged in different directions. You're not sure what you want to do, where you want to go, and what you need to do is chill out. And when I say chill out, I mean sit down very calmly, take a deep breath in, and just exhale until you cannot exhale anymore. And do this until you are literally in a state where you're just kind of lulling, right? You're just kind of, your eyes are a little bit heavy, but they're not like go to sleep heavy. Um, you're really just in this state of peace. You're not necessarily meditating, because meditating is just allowing your thoughts to flow. You're just consciously breathing. Just consciously breathing. You're breathing the feeling back into your body, you know. Um, and this will allow you to detach from this constant bumping in your mind. It's going to allow you to come from this place where you're being tugged in a million different directions. One moment. Yes.
Hi, baby. Are you going to be talking to Teddy?
Oh, I can message him. I can message him.
That's all right. I don't know if he's bringing me anything home.
Yeah.
I don't know if he brought me some mozzarella sticks.
I can ask him for you. Yeah.
Okay.
I got you. No problem. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. I'm going to send a real quick message. And then I'm going to hop right back into this. But I got to do this before 7, so... All right. So, sorry about that. Okay. The second thing I'm seeing here, besides your mental, besides this constant conflict, and really, once again, going into that state will really allow you to step out of this state. Because I see you trying to move forward. You want to move to this better horizon, but I feel like you kind of have yourself trapped, because you know it's your choices you made that got you to the situation. But at the same time, you know it's your choices you make that's going to get you out of the situation, right? Um, the second thing I'm seeing here is financial choices. So I'm seeing that you may be in a situation where your finances are not the best. Somebody kind of came in, and the effect that they had on your finances was a little draining. And I feel like this full moon is really going to allow you to bring back focus to bringing back up your abundance and bringing back your fortune. You know, it's going to allow you to take charge in that area of your life again, as well as your mental space, you know? There's this huge opportunity here to move forward, huge, to move past this here energy where it's in this 9 of Swords. I just need to point out that this 9 of Swords is underneath that 4 of Pentacles energy. So it's definitely somebody here oppressing, being oppressed, something of this sort. that is causing this mental anguish where you feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions. And it could be that it's that energy where you are this, you're the one pushing the door, and that okay, sorry, I stuttered a little bit right there. This I'm about to do it again. I gotta stop talking for a second. These two energies are you. Okay. This is your shadow side. This is your light side, essentially. And you trying to bring balance to this is causing you so much stress. And let me tell you, honey, I know it is stressful, but don't stress yourself out. Like, you literally don't stress yourself out. It could literally make it 10 times worse. And you don't deserve that. Let me tell you right now. Um, Also, I want to mention that as I was channeling this message, I got like 3 different messages. I'm pretty sure. No. It was one. Okay, no, I got it. I'm sorry. My mind just literally went to the other side of the world for no reason. I'm going to come back right here. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. It's because that door was opened. So let me just re-cleanse this room because that totally threw everything off there for a second. I'm pretty sure you could tell I was like bouncing everywhere and could not get back to my center. So let me just cleanse this air a little bit. Do a little breathing exercise. I don't know what song just played, but all I need is 5 minutes is the only part that I heard of that song. So if you are on time constraints, just ask for a little bit of time. You got this. Holy shit, that scared the crap out of me. I thought I was gonna burn all my cards down to the ground. Okay. Sorry if that blowing was a little annoying. So you need to really focus on your mental state of mind as well as the choices that you make that affect you. And you need to focus on your financial state of being. So once again, what I was saying about those 3 messages is those 3 messages that I was going to channel separately, I'm getting through this right here. We have that first message where it's you are in your power and you're really taking a charge of your life and making these decisions to benefit it and growing and expanding your creative. Then you have that second one where it's like you're facing these demons and somebody's oppressing you and pushing you down. And then that third one where it's you battling yourself. Okay, and that comes back down to here where it's you make the choices that affect your life, and then you have that movement forward here with these choices. This is what helps you move forward. And then there's also this chaos that kind of pulled you apart from that oppression, and it's now you're in a state where you're trying to move forward and make better choices than the past ones that you made that may have been because of financial situations. And then there's that third one where you're stuck in a financial rut and you're trying to really figure out forward. And I had to clarify that right there so that way the people who got to this part of the video knew that, all 3 messages are right here. And this isn't going to be like 2 hours long. Okay, I'm going to go to this next one, which is, I feel like, we're going to go with 2, I'm going to go with 3 last questions. Fuck it. Let's just dive right fucking in, guys. Okay, so this next question is how can you fully channel this full moon energy? So, how can you fully channel? The first thing that came to my mind was literally do a ritual. Sit down, get yourself some candles, get some incense, do a little offering. Even if you just go into your backyard, get some leaves, some grass, some bark, that's an offering. Nonetheless, it is a natural offering back to the earth, and you can go and you can just throw it in a fire, or you can throw it back into the yard, and just that'll act as your releasing of all the things that you desire and manifest. Another thing you can do is write down your desires and your manifestos. Write down what you want to release, and then what you want to do after you write down what you want and what you want to release. You want to sit there and meditate with those pieces of paper and truly feel that energy. Feel the excitement that you'd have from those manifestations. Feel the relief that you'd have from those releases, I love how, ironically, I don't think it's ironic, but I love how closely similar those words are in their pronunciation. Release and relief. The relief you get from release, my guys. Let's just feel that in our soul. I'm feeling this heart chakra activation here. This full moon energy is definitely going to bring one for you. That's going to change your perspective. Whoa, that shuffled together really cool. It's really going to change your perspective of your relationships with people around you. And let's see. Let's just see. How can you fully channel this full moon energy? My first three things: manifest. Wait, yes. Okay, let me restart. My first two things are hold a ritual to fully channel this full moon energy. Write down your releases and desires. And that last one. What was that last one? Okay, I don't remember the third one, so never mind. Oh my god, I had a full on brain fart right there. Let's get it. All right, so I'm gonna do my third question that I have to ask with this deck. I feel like I should use that deck. Okay, anyways. So these first two cards that I have here, like I literally just wanted to pull these cards. I'm going to get two more because I just need to finish this. This is how I'm reading. But these two energies kind of really just say it in a nutshell because I immediately just wanted to put my deck of cards down and just go into the reading. So there's change here, and emotional change. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so I have to tell you guys right freaking now. The Seven of Pentacles is an awesome card. It shows patience, it shows growth, it shows the evolution of really anything. It could be anything. It could be financial, it could be emotional, anything. That's the Seven of Pentacles. It's really about growth, and it's about being in a state where you're really waiting for that growth. You're just kind of waiting for things to grow, you know? And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in the Life Tarot deck, and you have these eggs. So basically, in terms of a plant growing, you're waiting for an egg to hatch. And to me, this card is difficult for me to interpret other than other Seven of Pentacle cards. And I believe it's because in the original Seven of Pentacles, they're bringing to life a plant, right? Now, now in this one, you're bringing about a life, and it's a bit different. And with a plant, it does take a lot of care and watering and really making sure that it has the right nutrients and that it grows. Hi, I'm currently doing a full moon energy. I am currently answering the question, how can you fully channel this full moon energy? And here, oh, for sure, that's dope. You get to really feel this full moon energy. For Leos, I feel like it's really going to cause a pivotal change in their life as they move forward. I feel like it's really going to influence Leos on a really emotional level and help them expand their hearts in that way. And that's probably why I'm really feeling these heart chakra activations, because I myself am a Leo. So I feel this new moon, this, I keep saying new moon, I keep feeling this full moon energy very, very strongly. And I know it's going to be intense for Leos. So I definitely wish you the best through this full moon. And honestly, it's the energy is very calm. It's not rough. This energy is really honestly like any other time of you expanding. You go through that loss, and you go through that bit of heartache, and then you start to expand fully. Um, Here, for how can you fully channel this full moon energy, I feel like I should take this one. Um, Allow things to change. Allow the things that are trying to fall apart in your life, allow them to. I see that here in this Queen of Cups. I usually see this Queen of Cups as playing with this dolphin, right? She's playing in the water and she's swimming around him with this shell, and it's like a ball, and they're just playing like that. And well, honestly, I see this as this chasing the shell. She is chasing the shell here, and I really feel like you chasing after this and not letting it transform and change is really causing you to be entangled in an emotional bout where you are confused and almost like you're putting yourself in a situation where you may not be able to get out of it because she's fully wrapped around that dolphin. Do you see that? She's fully wrapped around it. And if that dolphin wanted to, he could literally just smack her that way, and she would literally bump right into the dolphin's nose. No dolphin can smack him that way. Like this is a full on like a way to attack right here, but it's because of chasing after this and not allowing it to transform and change and evolve. And I feel like what's really causing you to chase this is there's this impatience. You're not seeing the growth that you want to see, you know. You keep asking the universe for this help, but you're not being patient for it to come in. Okay, so back to how you can fully channel this message. Allow things to change. Let go of the things that are causing you stress and causing you to feel emotionally dragged down and heavy. What you need to focus on is what you've been working on. The 7 of Pentacles. Keep working on those seeds that you planted. They're going to bloom soon. I see here these candles that are burning here. It's almost like timing it. It's like you're counting down the days until, and there's going to be a candle on this one, and then a candle on this one, and then a candle on this one until they're all covered in candles, and then you're putting candles all around, and you're counting up the time of whenever they hatch. Stop counting at the time. Just let it happen. Allow things to flow and be as they are. The Queen of Cups is somebody who goes with the flow. She knows what she wants emotionally, she knows what she wants mentally and physically, in all these aspects of her life. Spiritually, she knows what she wants, and she goes with the flow of it, because she knows she's going to get what she wants, so she goes with the flow. So now you need to be patient and go with the flow as well. And I feel like um, doing that, allowing it to just flow, is what's going to really allow you to also let go of this change. And flowing is really hard, just going with the flow, because there are days where you have a question that's asked at you, and your immediate thought process is, why the fuck are you asking me this question? And yeah, basically I had a brain fart, so I don't know where I was going with that. But anyways, what you need to focus on with this Hierophant is your spiritual growth, allowing yourself to expand. Um, I see this Hierophant. He's holding a scroll that's rolled out. This to me is like a plan. This is focusing with the Hierophant, with the 7 of Pentacles, really focusing on this plan that you've been working on. You want to bring celebration to it. You want it to be something that really changes people's perspective and allows them to grow. Okay, first off, I just noticed this card is upside down, so I just gotta take a peek at it. We got the 10 of Wands. Yeah, what was I saying? You need to let go of something here that is burdensome, is causing conflict, and that's kind of like just an added energy. But that's what's really here with this full moon energy. There's this heaviness that needs to be let go of. I just felt like that had to come out, so there it is. Anyways, but to fully channel this energy, you need to be in a state where you're allowing yourself to be open emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. We have 2 earth energies here at this bottom. So, and they're on either side of this, at the bottom of this stack, right? This to me are the pillars to this full moon. This change here, this death card, and this Hierophant. There's change coming in, and it's due to your plans that you've made, due to the way that you've allowed yourself to transform, and the way you've allowed yourself to be open. And now, to really allow this full moon to help you, you need to be able to flow and allow change to come in, and allow things to be as they are, because we are not the only people on this planet. There are a million others that are asking for demands of the universe. They're asking for abundance. They're asking for better jobs. They're asking for families. Everybody's asking for this as they move forward, and the universe is responding as fast as they can. But you also have to be patient, because those people's choices affect your choices, and your choices affect those people's choices. It's that whole it's the law of the universe. What you put out there comes back to you. But there's also this added thing that I read today that was actually really intriguing, and I actually really appreciated having seen it. It's that yes, what you put out there comes back to you, but there is always someone out there who doesn't have what you have and they don't know how to get it themselves, so they go for yours. And you have to always remember that there are people in this world who don't know how to get their own happiness, so they go to other people and they take their happiness, and they don't ever maybe there are sometimes people do it intentionally, but for the most part people don't do it intentionally. They don't intend to come in and wreck your home and wreck your havoc. They just want to experience what you have, so on that note, whenever there are people coming in your life that are toxic and they kind of seem like they're taking advantage of you, it's because on a subconscious level they are, because by themselves they didn't know how to get that. And I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, but I just feel like that is a really important point and I need to point that out. Okay, and I believe that's all on that point. But you need to really focus on your own development. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with those around you. You got this. Yes, you got this. So remember that as you're moving forward. And our second to last question is going to be, what is coming in for you? So let's see what's coming in for you with this full moon energy. I know that's what a lot of you are here for. Let's see what kind of manifestations you've pulled in. I don't know why I said it like that, but manifestations. I love how I'm saying like all of you, but there's only one person in here, and I appreciate you for being in here and withstanding me saying all of you. Okay, what is coming in for you? All right. Okay. So you know how I was showing you that Ace of Swords and the whole family thing? I can definitely see somebody possibly having a family with this full moon energy. Oh, for facts. XIX. Okay, this is the Sun card. So this is a child card. This is representative of birth, and we have a medicine woman here. So I see you as a very spiritual person. Once again, like I said from the beginning, you're a very spiritual person, and you're a healer. Okay, so I feel like this full moon energy is going to really bring in a better approach to your healing, a better approach, not a better approach to your healing, but more or less a um I just had a brain fart. I'm sorry. Okay, so basically I see this development of your power. She has like 5 different wands in her hand. So she's well versed in many trades. I'm seeing medicinal. Will you come here, please? It just hopped out of your hand, Ariana. Okay, I see medicinal here. I see Egyptian. I see maybe African American. I mean, definitely with the whole medicine woman look here going on. But she also has this ring behind her, and this ring is not perfect. It's broken in some parts, and it looks like it's been put back together. And basically, like I was saying up here, you went through this journey, and you became this badass. Essentially, you're still this badass, and you're still every day trying to be this badass. You also want to influence people. You want to be the brightness that helps people expand themselves and become better versions of themselves and such. So this is something that's coming in for you. This is an energy of being more positive, being more open and receptive to the world. This is also a Leo card. So this Leo energy is really going to help you move forward, especially for fire signs. You guys are really going to be able to develop a better connection to your inner self with this full moon energy. Oh, that's so cool. We have the moon card on the bottom as well. So for the person who just commented in that, I'm actually not answering live questions. This is the message for the day. This is for the Leo full moon energy. And this message is for all zodiacs and for everyone, as I am once again not doing live questions as of today. But this is a collective message, so it can guide and help everybody. With this moon energy, this is really, and with the sun card, this is going to be really effective energy for you. You're fine. Don't apologize. But I do have live question sessions. I do them usually on Saturdays. So if you ever catch me live on another day, I will be doing live question sessions where I do answer questions. Um, but this moon energy is really influential in your life as long as you allow it to be. It's really going to help you with personal development. And okay, now I'm going back to that family that I was seeing. No. Wait, no, wait. I have to go back to the ring. I wasn't done talking about the ring. Okay, the ring here is broken, but you see it's still going. It's still connected. It's still together. This is like you. This is representative of you as well. This is you having gone around this circle and stayed strong. People broke you and dropped you, and you dropped yourself sometimes, and you broke yourself sometimes, but you still got up, and you still continue to work, and you still continue to learn and advance yourselves as a person, as a spiritual person, as a person who lives on this planet, as a human. You allowed yourself to really move past those things that broke you. And that's what made you this medicine woman who has all these skills. And I feel now you can really move forward with these skills and establish them in a place where not only can you heal yourself and rest yourself, but you can help other people find this state, they can help you get to this place of relaxation where you don't have to always feel like the world is on your shoulders. Because I feel like often people who are awoken people, have this habit of putting the entire world on their shoulders because we all want to do something to change it, right? We all want to influence it. But if you don't rest, if you don't take time to heal yourself, you won't be able to help the world. You won't be able to really have that impact that you want to have here with this sun guard. Okay. Um, let's see. With this Four of Wands and this Ten of Pentacles, this goes back to that Ace of Swords as well. There's this heavy family energy here, where at first when I saw that Ace of Swords, I was like, I came eye to eye with that pregnant woman, and it didn't give me the vibes of a family until these cards right here popped out. Right here, this Ten of Pentacles and this Four of Wands. This is family. This is finding stability in a home. So really, I'm seeing the development. This is a possibility for you to establish your own family, to establish something, if not a family, to establish your own business and really come forth with those things that bring abundance. But once again, you've been consistently working, you've been putting in the effort and the time, and you've learned what you need to do, and you've learned what you don't need to really pay attention to, and it has allowed you to expand. And now this new moon, this, I keep saying new moon, this full moon energy is allowing you to transform and really go into this state where you can rest, where you can allow yourself to just breathe and sink into that hot tub and not be worried or concerned. Um, so my messages that came through today are: leave situations that are no longer serving you. Leave those situations that cause you to oppress yourself and cause you to always be bouncing off the walls because you are confused and you're anxious and you don't know what to do because you've put yourself in a situation that you don't know what to do with. You don't know how to move forward, but you really, really want this situation. And you need to ask yourself, do you need this situation? Is this situation helping your growth or is it stunting your growth? Going back over here, what is coming in for you is beautiful. We have the Four of Wands, you have stability, we have the Ten of Pentacles, you have abundance, you have the Sun card, you have beautifulness ahead of you. I just see this, but you have to walk away from something here that is holding you back. Okay, you need to allow yourself to rest and not be so stressed out, because whatever is stressing you here is something that you have complete control over. You can take this out of your life whenever you need to. But I feel like you don't want to because you really want this. And you're willing to put in that effort to work past what's causing this to be so conflicted. And that's why I still see this energy of you trying even after the full moon, is because you see that you've seen more than just potential. You know how people say you shouldn't go for the potential of a situation, you should always go for what is truly shown to you, right? Well, I feel like there was potential for this, and then the potential was shown. Like, you had moments where even if it was just a little bitty baby step, that little bitty baby step showed you that this situation can transform and still be in your life and still be a part of it, as long as you kept working consistently on it, and you keep putting in the work, you keep putting in the effort. Just as anything in your life, if you give up on it, you gave up on it. It's not going to bring you anything, right? So if you're consistently putting in the effort and the work into the situation, you are therefore allowing it to expand and grow and transform into something that really helps you expand on a mental, an emotional, a spiritual level. So, this is what you need to let go of. This is what you need to focus on. Oh wait, no. This is what you need to focus on. And this is what no, this is what needs to be focused. Okay, now I got my questions all mixed up. Okay, this is how you can fully channel the full moon energy. This is how you can face your focus on your needs. This is what's coming in for you. And if you weren't here for the whole video, you can go ahead and check back and watch the whole thing. Um, Now we're going to get this last energy, which is your supporting energies. These cards are astrology cards. They go for the houses, the signs. So personally, how I'm going to do this is, if I get a house card, you should look into your houses, your astrological chart, and figure out which how that house affects you in your life, and see what play it takes into your life. Okay, I can't shuffle these right here because I keep fucking up my cards and it's gonna bother me. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, and then if I get a zodiac card, if I get like any of the signs, I'm going to I feel like if it is a sign, it's usually you're dealing with a person. So that could be your supporting energies. You have somebody in your field that is supporting you. And I am going to get 3 cards from this oracle deck. I said that these are the only decks that I'm going to use, but I'm actually going to pull one more deck out. I think I actually said that at the beginning of the building. Okay, so interesting. So I didn't actually get a house card or a sign card. I got an element card. So this element here is air element, so it's communicating. So interesting. Interesting. Okay, so this is also one of those decks that is newer to me, that I'm not very familiar with. So the only card here that I got that really you can delve in on your own is this Chiron, which it's in your chart. I believe it's a moon of Jupiter. I'm not particularly sure, and the book to these cards doesn't say. I can check, but I'm pretty sure that it doesn't say. On the bottom, we have Saturn, though. We have Saturn truth. So if you're a Capricorn, Saturn return is also really fueling this full moon energy. Let's see. That's in my way. Okay, so this is card number 8. I need to go to the beginning of the book. Okay, that's not the card I'm looking for. Okay, Chiron is not a planet, but a comet. Oh, it's a comet. It's interesting. So basically, it takes 51 years for Chiron to travel through the entire zodiac. Okay, so I don't know why I felt that compelled to tell you guys that, but That's important. And if you are an astrologer, I feel like you'll know how that pertains to your life. Anyways, so the supporting energies here are, we have the air element and communication. Communicating. So communication is going to be something that really helps you move forward. Being open with people and really expressing where you are in life will really help you move forward, and really help you be able to get through this chaos that you're going through. Allow people to know what you're going through, so that way, if you ever get into like a conflict and people are trying to come from a place where they don't understand where you're coming from, it's because you didn't communicate with them where you were coming from. You didn't let them understand what you were going through, and so now they came at you reckless because you didn't let them know that you was going through something, so a supporting energy for this full moon is really communication. Also air signs, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. There could be one of these important signs in your life that's really going to help you move forward and evolve as a person. We have here the void, of course. Wait, I need to take a step back because I forgot the number. We have a 39 here, so this equates to 12. I'm pretty sure it's 12. Yes. So then that goes to 3. So this is a number equilibrium. This is coming to a state of balance. I know it's not a 4, so it's not balance, but it's that inner balance. It's where your soul, your mind, and your heart all align into one, and that's communicating with yourself, with your inner self. So being more open with yourself is going to really um, allow you to move forward. Once again, I see this mental clarity that's going to really help you finding your mental clarity. Moving on, we have the void, of course, moon, which then it has the word missing after it. And the number here is 7. So this, once again, we're still in this very spiritual place where this involves you to go within. So your supporting energies are more from within, and I have this little bit of energy outside of you, but it's that air energy that's outside of you, except for that equilibrium that's inside you. Um, for the void, of course, moon, I'm actually going to look in the book here because I've never even heard of that. So I have no freaking clue what that means. But looking at this card here, it just, I'm seeing this energy. There's this crack behind the moon that I'm noticing almost immediately. And it's almost like, how, I don't know if you've watched Doctor Who. This may be a terrible analogy if you haven't watched Doctor Who. But if you've watched Doctor Who, in the show, whenever, is it Rose? No, not Rose. Um, I can't remember her name. She has the red hair, and the doctor comes to her when she's a kid and then returns again when she's adult. Well, when the doctor does this, he causes a rift in her room, and it's kind of just a crack in her wall. It's just a little crack. It's like it goes like this. It goes, and then it goes down, right? So it's a little crack. And that's what this is. It's like a little crack. Except instead of there being a prison on the other side of that crack, like in Doctor Who, right here, I feel like with this blinding light, on the other side of that crack is transformation. It's openness for you to really expand your life. Um, um, there's this bright energy of transformation here. So you do have this universal support. That's what it is. I kept being drawn to this galaxy, stars that are around the moon rather than the moon itself. So this moon is guiding you to really like move forward, especially with that universe around it. It's really universal guidance, and that's what's supporting you. Is the universe is supporting you, and yeah, what appears on the outside is not what's happening on the inside. So I'm actually gonna read a little bit of this, and we have a brief explanation here. So it says here, and this isn't the supporting energy. I just want to read this to you so that way you have an idea of what this card means. I'm going to fully clarify after I'm done. weather cancellations, frustrations, delays, vagueness, hollow feelings, a sense of everything being unreal. Okay, I'm going to stop right there with that sentence because as soon as I read it, it just popped right here that this energy here is going to literally seem unreal. All those other things that I said, I said them so fast because I don't feel them. I don't feel that from this card. This is a supporting energy, so I don't think you're going to be supported by bad weather conditions. If you are, then it's because it like canceled a flight that you didn't want to go on. Just I don't know. That's kind of sad. I don't want to go on a flight. Okay, let me get back to this. Um, Okay, interesting. Okay, so it told me that the corresponding tarot card is the Eight of Cups. So I feel like this energy goes back to the choices over here that have been made that you kind of were in a state of knowing probably weren't the best choices to make. And now with this energy, with this universal guidance, you're allowed to walk away from these choices that you did make. This is a supporting energy to walk away from it. You have the Eight of Cups here twice, technically, if this card is closely related to the Eight of Cups. This reading has been from the beginning about walking away from a situation that's no longer serving you. With the Chiron healing, I feel like you have so much energy around here supporting you, supporting your growth, supporting your healing. It's a matter of you allowing it to happen. Allow this comet to fly through your sign and allow it to heal you from the inside out because I see this growth as long as you allow yourself to be in a very natured nurturer feeling, you know? This supporting energy here is really about you supporting your own healing. Everybody else can support it, support you growing and becoming a better person. But if you don't support that growing and healing, you ain't gonna heal. You ain't gonna develop. I saw 11111 on the clock. So I'm telling you, that's important. You need to remember that you are your number one man. And that's not saying that you're conceited or you're selfish or anything of that sort. But if you cannot take care of yourself, you cannot take care of other people. So once again, like this Eight of Cups, take care of yourself. If you want to be this medicine woman, medicine man who goes out and helps people become a better version of themselves, use all these facets that you've learned, you have to rest. You have to give yourself time to fully develop and fully grow as a person to be able to be helpful. If you're in a state of lack but you're trying to help people, you know, how how can you help them if your energy is lacking? You know? Um I used to do readings on here, like channeled readings where I do separate the zodiacs and excuse me, I would get sick a lot in between my readings. So I'd get half the zodiacs done and I'd get sick because I just drained all of my energy out doing those readings. I didn't have myself fully grounded. I wasn't fully prepared to channel those energies, and sometimes I still am not. Sometimes I jump into a reading and I'm not fully prepared for it. But every time I do it, I remind myself, next time do it, and that's kind of what this Eight of Cups energy is with the sun is calm down, take a step back. This full moon energy is going to really allow you to reassess everything that you've made choices over from December's full moon. December's full moon, what energy was it in? That was a really important full moon for me. I remember developing with that moon. I feel like it was Aries, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I think that may have been the last moon. But anyways, oh, no, okay, never mind. I can't remember. But anyways, that period to this period, that December full moon to this February full moon was a time where you made choices based from ego and pride. And now that you're going into this Leo full moon, it's time to step out of that pride. And the pride for me, pride ego of a lion is based in the mind. And now we're in the moon. We're taking that Leo energy and we're putting in the moon. what is the moon effect? It affects our heart, it affects our emotions, it affects the way we feel about things and people. So this supporting energy of healing and really evolving and moving and being communicative is because you're going to a softer side. You're going from this harsh blade that nobody wants to come face to face with to this softness. Also, I just need to point out that my clock was at 14:14 and I looked at it as it changed to 15 and then it changed back to 14:14. So 14:14 is important. Look up the angel numbers if you feel guided to. But that was important because like it went back. So I'm kind of shook that I just witnessed that. But anyways, I have gone on for too long, but this is your message for this energy. And I really hope it guides you through this transformation. And I hope this full moon energy elevates you to a whole nother level, a whole nother vibration that really allows you to make decisions that not only benefit your growth, but don't take away from people around you. We often sometimes subconsciously make decisions that we're not fair. We're Wow, that was a good word choice. We're not aware affects the people around us. And this full moon energy is going to really allow you to be more aware of those around you. And people often associate the sign Leo as the conceited narcissist who does whatever they want in life and they don't have any rules to live by. Well, that's wrong. The biggest rule that a Leo lives by is caring for others. If others are without, a Leo is lacking. That is how they feel. And I can tell you this because I am a Leo, and my entire life I gave everything to other people because I felt like if I didn't see them happy, I wasn't happy. And I still feel that way. But now I'm at a space in my life where I know that I can't make other people happy if I'm not happy and I'm lacking. Sorry. I'm like trying to talk faster now, so my words are all jumbled up. But anyways, this Leo full moon energy is really going to bring you to that state of emotional understanding for those around you, because a Leo, more than any of the other zodiacs, I'm not discrediting any of you, you can all support each other very, very well, but Leos have the heart of a lion. They have a heart made of gold, and they would give it to anyone if it made them happy. So this is about you finding that Leo inside you, that ability to give to others like breathing air. And it's like it doesn't hurt you to give to others, because there are some people who go out there and they give begrudgingly. It's like, I mean, yeah, they're giving it, but they don't really want to. They don't want it to leave their hand. And that shit's sad. Like, how do you go from a day-to-day basis knowing that you can help people, knowing that you can give people a better chance at life, and you're just like, I mean, I could give it to you. No, that's not a Leo way. So this Leo full moon energy is going to show you how to be more caring for not only yourself but those around you. And that's really what this is I feel like for a long period of time since 2018, since a lot of people started waking up, which is when I woke up and when I started becoming more aware of this energy, is that, oh, my brain farted, so I guess that wasn't important. If it comes up later, it comes up later, guys, but that was not important, I guess. Wait. Oh wait, it's back. Okay. So I've noticed that, we go through this phase where we literally focus on everybody else, right? We put all of our attention on them because we wake up and we're like, oh my God, I need to help everyone. You realize that and you're like, oh my God, and you start to get anxious and like, okay, maybe this isn't everyone, but this was like an initial feeling was like, oh my God, there's so much happening around me that I didn't even realize was actually happening around me, right? And then I went into this state where I didn't give a fuck about anybody. Nobody. I didn't care. I was a narcissist for a short period of time where I didn't care about nobody at all, because every time I did, my happiness was compromised. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to be a selfish person, because every time that I give to these people, they take it for advantage. I mean, they take it for granted. And I was tired of being taken for granted. So I stopped giving. I stopped being that person who gave all of my energy and all of my time and all of my stuff. I stopped. And now I'm at a space in my life where I can balance those out. I can say no, and I can say yes. It's a matter of knowing when to say yes and when to say no. And that is from me personally, a Leo, how I feel this Leo full moon energy can also influence and help people. It's going to show them a more compassionate side to life, a more caring side to life. Because no matter what people say about a lion, about a Leo being too prideful, too egotistical, too selfish, they will always be there for the people who love them. Always. And so remember that during this full moon energy, that the people around you are the people who need you. The people around you are there to support you just as you are there to support them. Once again, I hope that this message helps you along your journey and helps you through this full moon energy. And I hope that you can find some amazing peace in your life with all the situations that you're going through, as you are a divine being and you deserve that peace. Um, Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below if you'd like to see and what you would like to see from me. And I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. I feel very enlightened and very open. And for that, I am appreciative. Blessed be beautiful souls.